Located on the border, Laredo stands as a unique city where life unfolds along the Rio Grande, also known as Rio Bravo, a river shared with Nuevo Laredo. The city boasts a predominantly Hispanic or Latino population, reflecting the rich cultural tapestry that defines its character. In recent years, Laredo has witnessed substantial growth, with more residents calling it home than ever before.
So Laredo, I think it's a really nice place for like a family, for example. It's a very chill place. I've lived here for a good chunk of my life.
I've lived most of my life here, pretty much almost all of it since I was 5. I grew up here. Met a lot of great people, I'd say. A lot of fun stuff to do. People always say there's not much to do here, but I find things to do.
Historically, this river has been the sole source of drinking water for both cities. Yet, the Rio Grande isn't just a vital water source. It's a cultural and communal link between the people on either side of the border. Contrary to misconceptions, Laredo is more than a city. It's a resilient community striving to thrive despite adversity. However, Laredo has been facing several environmental issues that need to be addressed.
Texas wildfires and the problem. First of all, the drought is getting worse. That's number one.
We're expected to reach a high of 109, but it's really going to feel like 112.
Laredo, al igual que toda nuestra región, está siendo impactada en estos momentos por la peor sequía que se ha registrado en los últimos 10 años.
I know that there's like a saying going around of like the City of Laredo would be out of water like in 10 years. Could be less than that with how the climate is changing and stuff. But yeah, I definitely say that is our main problem. I know there's also problems with like the air pollution in some areas of town. But water is definitely the main problem.
Probably the heat. It's like super hot. And the lack of rain. Yeah, the lack of rain. Because I feel like whenever it goes like a long time without raining, it's like the heat is unbearable.
The summers are pretty long here in Laredo. The heat waves, it's bad. It gets intense. Like it's over 100 almost every day, pretty much every day of the summer.
When I was little, the rivers were higher and were more common. There was more creeks and streams, and as I've gotten older, and even in the past 5 or 10 years, I've seen rivers that have completely disappeared and some that have come back seasonally, which tells me that the water is being impacted severely.
Concerns that we need to be worried about: the conservation. Are we going to have the river in 10, 12, 25 years? Will there be water, right? Droughts. The flooding, right? Flooding is a major issue as well. Here in our town, we have so much flooding when we have intense rain. The quality of the water, right? Because again, it is a source of water for 2 nations, so you might have pollutants, you might have bacteria that affects our intake. And then not only that, but I think other issues is we have to also figure out, again, we're on the right progress, but there needs to be a lot more done is how do we take measures to conserve the water, right?
In response to the escalating challenges faced by the Rio Grande, we, the Climate Cohort, took proactive measures to gauge the pulse of our community. Embarking on a citywide canvassing initiative, we engaged with residents to understand firsthand the extent to which the community has been affected by the adverse impacts of rising temperatures and worsening droughts. These findings unveil a reality that demands our immediate attention and collective action.
80% of people surveyed are concerned about the state of the Rio Grande as our primary source of drinking water.
83% of people surveyed would like to see our city government do more to monitor our air quality.
92% of people surveyed said that the heat affects their ability to walk and exercise outside.
52% of people surveyed are very interested in reclaiming wastewater for drinking water.
72% of people surveyed said 3 shade at parks will motivate them to go outside more.
The commendable efforts of the climate cohort serve as an inspiring example of local initiatives taking strides towards a more sustainable future.
We just need to start. We need to take the smallest step so that we can start to see how we can remember to celebrate and have fun and feel good together and come back into community so that we can make these bigger changes that we know we deserve and that we want to see in our communities.
Our dedication to environmental causes, including air quality, increased heat and droughts, showcases the potential for grassroots movements to make a tangible difference. However, as we embark on this journey, it is essential to recognize that not all solutions lie within our hands alone.
To witness substantial progress and secure a brighter future for Laredo, collaboration is key.
I do have concerns, but my concerns are basically like global warming. And I know there's not like much we could do about it anymore because like the government doesn't care about us. But I mean,
the lawmaking, I just hope that us as Laredoans, we vote for people that we trust in, y, le tenemos esa confianza, that we feel comfortable enough to give these problems to. So I'm not going to name names, but, I use my voice to vote for people who I know are going to make changes. So, yeah, I would suggest for everyone else to do the same.
People that are in charge of our city, county, they're the decision makers. So I think advocacy, making them aware of these issues is a key factor.
We need our governments and our city officials to step it up and create more accountability.
Local policies must align with the collective vision for environmental preservation, and the support of both the community and the government is essential. Only through this harmonious partnership between the people and the government can we hope to maintain the beauty of the Rio Grande, ensuring that it remains an integral part of the fabric of our city for generations to come.